state in Australia, a lot of solar and wind resources are available. A lot of investment is coming in this field. As I mentioned, we are rich in resources, coal, gas, base metal, and critical minerals. Queensland holds 19 of the 31 critical minerals which Australia has identified. So this is another, mining is the biggest industry. And related to mining, we have another sector, something called METS. Now METS stand for Mining Equipment and Technology Services, which means anybody who is providing services to the mining industry, be it hardware or software support. We have more than 800 companies engaged in that, and many of them will be here by this month end attending the Indian Mining Exhibition in Kolkata. So I don't know how many of you are aware, 2032 Olympics are planned in Brisbane. So that is going to generate a lot of opportunities in infrastructure as well as housing sector. Lot of stadiums, highways and railways are going to come up. So anybody who is looking for opportunities there. And there's a requirement of 1 million homes. Every day we hear, housing shortage in the Western world. So Queensland and Australia is no different. So opportunities exist in housing and infrastructure space. Tourism is another important industry, Great Barrier Reef and Gold Coast. These are some of the tourist, known tourist places in our state. And with Brisbane 2032 Olympics, the highlight of this slide is that the state would need 30,000 plus new hotel rooms. So to build, to be ready for the Olympics. So this is one area where opportunities exist in hospitality and tourism industry. Manufacturing is an important focus area. As you know, the labor costs are high over there, so it is mostly advanced manufacturing, which the state is attracting, and anybody who is looking to set up manufacturing, there are city councils, there are local bodies who are willing to offer incentive if the product fit is there. So we welcome Indian companies to look at investment in manufacturing. Defense and aerospace, you might have seen, our Indian defense minister was in Australia, last week. And there were a lot of collaborations which are happening in our state also. We have Boeing, we have Rheinmetall, and we also have a lot of space companies. Recently there was a space congress in Sydney in which a lot of Indian delegation had gone. So a lot happening in the space and aerospace defense area between the two countries. So biomedical, healthcare, health tech is another important sector. What you see on the screen is a device called Total Artificial Heart. This is a device which replaces the manual heart completely. The trials are going on in our state and soon it will be commercialized, just to show the capabilities in research capabilities that the state offers in this field. We have, there are some students here, a lot of world-class universities in our state. University of Queensland ranks consistently among top 50 in the world in QS ranking. Queensland University of Technology is generally called the IITs of Australia, for engineering. This is an engineering university. Griffith University is another famous university. Just a fun fact, this university produces the most Olympians of all in the world. In fact, they say that if Queensland were a country, we would be placed 13th in the world medal tally in the Paris Olympics held. So sports is a big focus over there, and a lot of sports, sports tech, sports nutrition, sports sciences, and of course athletics and training. These are very, very important sectors for us. Just quickly, these are the upcoming events in which we'll be bringing Australian and Queensland delegations to India in case any of you happen to attend or plan to attend one of these events, happy to collaborate. First is IME, which is the mining exhibition planned in Kolkata by this month end. Then we have a skilling and edtech event in Delhi in November, which is called DIDAC. And AHAR is a food event organized by Government of India in March. And BioAsia is for life sciences and healthcare in Hyderabad in February next year. So these are the delegations which we are planning in the coming months. So in the end, I'll leave you with this slide, again reinforcing that there will be a lot of opportunities with 2032 Olympics coming up in our state, and happy to have conversation for those who are looking at opportunities there. So thank you. That's the end of my presentation.
Munish ji, thank you so much. We are really grateful to first and foremost to your patience, allowing Rishikesh ji to finish his session first. And we also request you to stay back because our chief guest, jo hamare Mantri ji has state level minister, he's already started, Rajya Mantri has already started from Churchgate. In an hour's time, he'll be here. So please stay back. We would want you, what we have prepared as an award is a great effort. We will explain it to you later. Kindly allow us to honor you by the hands of the minister. Thank you so much. With that, we would quickly want to move on to the session with Malaysia. Before that, I have something to share. This effort, but particularly today's effort, had taken a lot of sleepless nights and long months, right? And yet, there are certain situations that had happened for which it has created a certain kind of an experience which we are extremely grateful, which we are either extremely grateful or extremely sorry about. For the Malaysian consulate, I'm really, really sorry. What happened at the security was not what we had expected, because the clearance from the email side had happened quite some time strongly. I mean, we had done it really, really right. But what happened and how he felt, I'm really sorry, and I hope this is not what you remember our platform for, because last year we had a great experience, and I'm saying this out loud because it matters. The fact that we have called you, because how you valued our businesses last year, we would want the same kind of value to all our promoters here. Everybody you see here runs a business, but today they chose not to run their business, travel different cities, be here and listen to you. So if I have made so much of an effort, if everybody had made so much of an effort, I hope you realize how sincere we were. That experience that had happened, I will personally apologize to him. I hope he meets me for that, and he doesn't remember me for that. So with that, we request you to take the stage. No hard feelings, with all the warmth and all the positivity that you brought to us since last year. We are expecting the same. Our business owners, our promoters, would be really looking forward to understand the opportunities in Malaysia. So, madam, please be on stage and take the discussion ahead. Thank you.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. First and foremost, I think I would like to thank Ms. Nabomita and also her organizing committee for coordinating this event. I know it took a lot of effort in coordinating an event as well, but it certainly was a different experience for us this time. But like what Ms. Nabomita mentioned earlier, we had I think last year's session was a bit different, but I think we had a good response as well. Then again, I think for every event, there's always a hit and miss, but I think we have to move on the way forward. Okay, well, thank you again to everyone for coming today for this particular event, and also for staying behind till this session. What I'm going to do today is basically show you a video about the agency that I'm representing. We are basically the agency in Malaysia that promotes trade. Primarily, we promote exports of Malaysian products and services to, in this case, in this country, India, and also other countries under our coverage. But at the same time, also, we encourage trade relationship between both our countries, and that is something that we feel strongly about. Let me just deliver a speech first, and then I'll show you a video of what Malaysia has to offer. And I think this is something that we can bring forward. Post event. I don't have a presentation slide. If you were expecting that, I'm just gonna go ahead with the speech. So again, like first and foremost, again, I'm thinking, I would like to thank Ms. Nabomita and also the organizing committee for inviting us today. And on behalf of the Consulate General of Malaysia here in Mumbai, we are delighted to be invited again as part of this program, which enhances economic diplomacy to foster new business relationships between India and Malaysia. So I think just like what the previous speaker mentioned before about enhancing ties between Australia and also India, we're going to do the same, with similar things as well for Malaysia and India as well. So like I said, I'm really happy to see such a big turnout in today's event, and there's not many empty seats, which is like very, very good. But I would also like to take this opportunity to thank. I was made to understand that the media rep are also available in this particular session. So let me continue with giving you a glimpse of Malaysia-India relations. Malaysia and India has had a long-standing relationship developed due to the historical connections and the culture, in terms of culture and trade. Since both of our countries have achieved independence, we have had this relationship evolved over the years. So this year, we celebrate Malaysia's 68th independence, and our relationship with India has been going on for decades and decades. So it's not just limited to trade only, but also there's a lot of cultural ties that we share. We also share a lot of socio-demographic backgrounds as well with India. So our relationship, right, between Malaysia and India has developed and evolved. It's a dynamic, strong relationship. Our relationship, again, is close bonded, and it is continually expanding to other exchanges such as investment, tourism, education, and also socioculture, like I mentioned before. For example, Malaysia itself, we've had the third largest Indian diaspora in the world. That's approximately 2.9 million after the United States of America and also the United Arab Emirates. So in 2024, according to Tourism Malaysia, we recorded 1.4 million tourist arrival from India, and this was the 6th largest source of visitors. So this is also in response to our tourism initiative. I wouldn't say, in layman terms, it's free visa to Malaysia, but it's not really. What it is we waive that visa fee going to Malaysia from India. So the Honorable Prime Minister, Shri Narendra Modi, and also Malaysian Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim have elevated the relations into comprehensive strategic partnership back in 2024. So Malaysia will continue to reinvigorate the economic relations, particularly in expanding trade and investment activities between both countries. So the trade relationship between Malaysia and India are part of the MySECA agreement and also the AI-FTA agreement. Let me just explain to you. I think many of you would know by now. MySECA is the Malaysia-India Comprehensive Economic Cooperation Agreement. It is a comprehensive trade and investment pact that was signed way back in 2011. And the ASEAN-India Free Trade Area, AI-FTA, is a trade agreement between the 10 member states of ASEAN and India, which came into effect on January 1st, 2010. That involves investments and trade and services. So these agreements have opened vast opportunities, not just opening market access for both countries, but also strengthening cooperation in the areas such as cross-border investments, technical rules and non-tariff barriers, and also dispute settlements, as well as other topics. So now another important channel is BRICS, which I think many of you are aware of. BRICS is the economic group consisting of Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa as the founding countries, where Malaysia has also become one of the partner countries in this intergovernmental cooperation. Prime Minister Anwar is scheduled to meet Prime Minister Modi at the end of this month during the ASEAN Summit 2025 in Kuala Lumpur, where Malaysia is currently assuming the chairmanship of ASEAN. So part of the things that we do here as part of the council is to foster business, foster relationships with between Malaysia and India. So one of them is the business relationship between both countries. So we have identified new areas of growth with India, especially in digital economy, AI, defense, fintech, renewable energy, and aerospace. Trade should be seen as part of bilateral relationship, and it comes both ways, obviously. Malaysia is selling to India and vice versa, so which means India is selling to Malaysia as well. So we are also looking to expand the business cooperation between micro, small, and medium enterprises in India and also in Malaysia. So currently we have 1.1 million business MSMEs in Malaysia, of which nearly 15,000 of them are active exporters that are registered with MATRADE, that is the Malaysia External Trade Development Corporation. So we have outlined 3 core areas for our market development strategies into India. The first strategy is to connect more Malaysian companies with Indian counterparts. We are crafting new narratives and also positive brand values on Indian market among our companies. Strategy number 2 is to identify new business opportunities and deep dive to new areas of growth, emerging states, and tier 2, tier 3 cities here in India. And also our third strategy would be to complement and be in the supply chain between Malaysian and Indian businesses and its value chain as well as a preferred partner for India in the emerging industries, such as semiconductor, such as AI, defense, fintech, and also renewable energy, not to mention also other initiatives, which includes sustainable products, especially in construction and also building materials, and also digital technologies or digital security, a digital economy. So we do also look into the possibility of strengthening technology partnership between Malaysia and India, and also increasing palm oil this cooperation in terms of palm oil development between Malaysia and India, and also its downstream industries. So the way forward, I think in a nutshell, Malaysia would like to strengthen the business relationship with India, focusing on the areas that I have mentioned earlier. So we have witnessed the steady growth of India as a country with the largest population in the world. I think now the number is a staggering of 1.5 billion people. Digital India itself, which was launched in 2015, I think, by the government of India, is one of the success stories improving connectivity, and also it has encouraged more people to leverage on digitalization, especially in rural areas. This has impacted consumer spending in terms of e-commerce, huge information and marketing outreach, for example, through the Digital India digitalization initiatives. 89.1 million, I was made to understand, 89.1 million people in India watched live cricket recently, test between India and England in August 2025, just to be specific. That was the highest ever number that was recorded. So digitalization is also pervasive in India's manufacturing, especially improving the supply chain, and also the adoption of digital solutions has increased the efficiency and connectivity between the manufacturers with suppliers. We're talking about either local manufacturer suppliers or overseas as well. So there are some examples where we in Malaysia could put hope to to become, hopefully, your company's preferred partners. So I think just gonna get the next part of my, I wouldn't say a presentation, but I'm gonna be showing you a video of what Malaysia has to offer in terms of our products and services. But before that, I would just like to conclude on my final note. I think we'll be able to, hopefully from this session today, we'll be able to explore more collaborative and partnership opportunities between Malaysia and India. If there are, for example, some questions that you have with regards to the things that Malaysia has to offer or in response to the video, please feel free to connect with us. Our consulate is based off in just Bandra West. And we'll be happy to hear from you and also to further discuss with you on these things. Thank you so much.
Malaysia has made significant strides, poised to achieve high income status, shaping a prosperous future for the country. At the heart of this remarkable transformation is the Malaysia External Trade Development Corporation, or MATRADE, the National Trade Promotion Agency. With 49 offices across the nation and a network of global offices, MATRADE facilitates Malaysian companies' seamless access into the international market, creating a thriving business ecosystem with a strong focus on our core values: global, respect, agile, creative, and ethical. Leveraging its international presence, MATRADE paves the way for Malaysian businesses to adapt, grow, and flourish in the ever-changing global landscape by providing market intelligence as well as facilitating promotions and business matching. In making Malaysia a high-income nation, MATRADE strives to be an organization of excellence, driving growth and creating a positive impact through our guiding principles, attitude, values, culture, AVC. Drawing inspiration from global benchmarks and best practices, MATRADE embarks on a transformative journey, championing three main export agendas: digitalization, sustainability, and realization of the National Trade Blueprint. MATRADE's digitalization agenda helps Malaysian exporters stay competitive through webinars, online business meetings, virtual trade exhibitions, digital learning and marketing, as well as e-commerce. The development of single information portal for export, integrated trade events platform, and MATRADE digital trade platform will empower Malaysian businesses to reach global audiences, simplify trade processes, and enhance market accessibility. In line with the Sustainability Development Goals, MATRADE embraces the ESG principles by encouraging businesses to contribute to greener practices and stronger business governance. The National Trade Blueprint, or NTBP, a 5-year action plan developed by MATRADE, complements other national policies to increase Malaysia's export competitiveness in the global market. Concerted efforts from public and private sectors in implementing the NTBP will position Malaysia as a dynamic and preeminent trading nation. The exporters' outreach programs conducted all over Malaysia aim to create and enhance awareness of MATRADE's wide-ranging services and assistance to Malaysian business communities. Apart from that, MATRADE is developing good rapport with these businesses while helping them understand MATRADE's role and function, as well as the various international export requirements for penetrating global markets. Through export promotion activities such as trade missions, trade exhibitions, business matchings, and networking, MATRADE provides the platform for Malaysian companies to showcase their innovative high-tech products and services into the global supply chain. Strategic collaborations with renowned international organizations and multinational companies amplifies MATRADE's exporters' development and trade